Hey, what's up, Bronze Age heroes, Bronze Agers? Here we are on another late night comic show. Let's see if we can get some people into the chat and start talking about stuff that's going on. Getting notifications on my phone because it's not muted. But hey, at least I'm on time this time. Hope everybody's having a great night. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Looks like we got a few people in the chat. Let's start saying hi to some people. We got the Copper Age Babe in the house, probably doing other stuff while she watches, but I still appreciate it. Simon's in here. Oral, I don't know what that means. It's either oral with an extra E or possibly some language I don't understand. Hey, how's it going, Simon? What does oral mean? Is that like an Oriole? That's the only thing I could think of. We do have a super chat prize. We got Buddy in the house as well. Probably should let a couple more people trickle in before I start getting into what the super chat prize is. But Buddy's here. Buddy, good fan of the show and a great guy to hang out with at a convention, especially while you're waiting for Tony Fleeks to sign some stuff. Oh, looks like we might have had a hiccup on the stream. Everything looking good out there in YouTube land, guys? Okay, cool. It's like, what's up? Right on, man. So is it so would it be O'Reilly? How would you pronounce that in Gringo? Hey, read comics every day. So guys, hey, Preston's in the house as well. What's up, Preston? Hopefully you can stick around a while to this time. I know it's late for you, but I do appreciate all you that hop in. Guys, I'm in a good mood tonight. I do want to talk about the super chat prize. I'll mention it a few times, so sorry if you get a little tired of that repetition, but hey, it's a good way to support the channel. K-pop got passed on some King in Black prizes from last week that Billy didn't want from Economics and Comics. So we're going to bring those back. So you got King in Black, Planet of the Symbiotes 2 variant, the secret variant for King in Black #1. And this variant for King in Black #1, which creeps me out, but it's a cool null cover, as well as a temporary tattoo from King in Black. These are all brought to you by dangerouswaterscomics.com. Well, not all of them, actually. I donated a couple to King of Black comics. From a story that I will get to later, I've got Something Is Killing the Children 16 Frizzen variant. You guys will hear a little bit of a story behind this one, but that's going to be included in there. And then the big prize for the week, in my opinion, is Batman 108, the first full appearance of Miracle Molly. This is the John Boy Myers variant, the minimalist variant. Just a fantastic cover. So that's your super chat prize. How that works, if you're not familiar with that, because I encounter people that don't really know what that is when I say that. If you super chat in the chat, which is like, you donate $2, you donate $5, you donate $50, however much you want. No one's going to do that. But like if you donated $5 right now, you would be 1 through 5 in a raffle where I select a random number generator at the end of the show. And if the number 3 came up, you would win the super chat prize and I'd send it to you. Yeah, that's how that works. So hopefully some cool stuff there. I'm trying to get better at the super chat prizes. Like, not very many people were doing it first, and then some people started to, so I kind of started up the prizes, and I'm just trying to make them really good for everybody. Yeah, absolutely, buddy. I'm looking forward to the next one as well. Hey, Shane, welcome to the channel. Yeah, we've had a huge influx of subscribers. A couple of videos I did kind of broke through the YouTube algorithm somehow, and started doing pretty well. I do my top 5 not to buy, which is, something I do every couple weeks or so. If I was really in it for the clicks, I would probably do it every week, but I really want to wait for those opportunities where I have books that I want to talk about. Like, hey, here's yeah, sure, you shouldn't buy this because it's hot. Like, that's the secret to my list. But also, you shouldn't buy it because it's you know, a 1 in 10, and 1 in 10s don't do very well, or this is a strange kind of a key that people don't really have a proven track record of investing in, stuff like that. So that one did pretty well. And then of course I talked about the Penguin Random House issue. That video kind of went wide a little bit as well. So Simon thinks those super chat prizes are sick. Hey, we got Comic Journey in the house. Comic Journey is an amazing channel. I recommend going and following him. He doesn't really have a ton of subscribers, but he speaks everything the way he thinks it is, and I really appreciate that. If you guys haven't noticed, I'm a fan of honesty. I'm a fan of cutting through the BS on YouTube and the comic book community, and kind of just, you know, telling people the way it is. Even if it makes some people mad, hopefully people appreciate the honesty and the truth. I believe in that, and I can tell Comic Journey believes in that as well. So we got Shane saying that's a cool cover for the John Boy Myers cover. It's pretty awesome. I'm gonna assume that's the one you're talking about. Copper Age Babe saying straight fire. Ooh, got Preston doing a $5 super chat. So I'm gonna get Preston down there. He's got entries 1 through 5 now. Good luck tonight, Preston. And I appreciate the super chat. Keeps the channel running, keeps the Copper Age Babe happy too. She's like, why are you doing your stupid show? Oh, you're getting paid a little bit for it. Okay, well, that's better than nothing. I'm just kidding. She's probably not thinking of it that way, but nice. Right on, Shane. Yeah, I mean, I do like to, it's corny as hell to say this, but it is October, so I guess it's appropriate to make this joke. I kind of want to be a spec buster or a FOMO buster for people like that. Unfortunately, that has been my experience throughout the history. I've had a couple, you know, somewhat controversial videos or whatever, and yeah, they do tend to bring in people a little bit more than the just kind of, here's the new X-Men comics I got, which I like in talking about comic books and the news and everything that's going on, and just giving my take on it. But I also enjoy kind of deflating the spec bubble, if you will. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. You know, one thing, not to get too much on a tangent about this, but I don't ask people to like and subscribe to my videos. That's like YouTube anathema. Like, people do not recommend doing that. You know, it's, oh, you got to say in your videos, and there needs to be a call to action and all this kind of stuff. And I sort of take that advice. I do things like, I say like, hey, share this video with people. I want other people that you think would enjoy my videos to watch them if you enjoyed them. But I don't ask people to like and subscribe. I don't go on other channels. I don't have a problem with this, but I don't go on a ton of other channels. I'm not hitting up every channel on YouTube and saying, oh, hey, you want to collab and do this? And, you know, I can take some of your viewers and you can take some of mine. And that's a big game that's played on YouTube. And again, you know, I respect the hustle for people that want to do that. But from my perspective, I want people that want to watch the videos that I'm putting out, that want to be here, because I'm making videos that I want to watch on YouTube. Like, that's a big part of what I do here. So hopefully, you know, the people I do have here, that we're over 1,400 subscribers now, guys, which is pretty incredible. So hopefully all the people here, all the people that you're watching this on the rewind, all the people that have subscribed to my channel, you're people that actually want to be here. You're as Comic Journey says, some of the good ones. Hey, Bron, or I'm reading Hey Bronze. Hey, Collector P, how's it going? Absolutely. Yeah, exactly, man. Like and subscribe, or be over the top animated and talk about comic fam quite a bit, right? All right, guys. So the way I usually do this, usually we talk about news, and then I do unboxings, unless I have something kind of special to bring up. In this case, I'm gonna show off some of my stuff first because I'd already opened it. Normally I do the unboxings live. A couple things I kind of had to open, and I have a small story about one of them. It's where that Something That's Killing the Children came from. But it's just too cool, and a couple of them are slabs that have arrived, and that's one of the stories. So I had to open some stuff because I needed to check the condition of it for various reasons. So I'll show that off first, and then I'll get to some unboxings after the news segment. So I'll go real fast on this because I know it's you know, we all like cool comic books, right? Gun Honey is a pretty big deal. Gun Honey is something that I invested in pretty heavily back when it was announced, and then it got optioned, but I just believed in this cover. So I got 3 of the Jetpack exclusive Virgin Adam Hughes Gun Honey #1s, just because I believe in that comic book. And I love this cover. I'm hoping to submit possibly all 3 of these and hold on to one forever, and you know, the other 2 sell off probably, and use that to fund my X-Men goals or take care of the fam or whatever. The fam, see, I just did it. That's the real fam though I'm talking about. So I had those. You know, that's funny you say that, Comic Journey. So a lot of people don't realize dislikes count as engagement just as much as likes. So, it's funny. Like I've made a couple, like we talked about, I made a couple of videos that were a little bit more controversial and people would dislike it. And that's fine. Totally. Obviously that's fine. Not like I could do anything about it anyway. But it's just funny watching them dislike it and then have them not realize it. You're actually helping me just as much as if you like the video. Hey, what's up, SG? I shipped off your stuff today. SG picked up some of my stuff from my Instagram claim sales. I do have some stuff on my Instagram feed at the Bronze Age Nerd, or sorry, at Bronze Age Nerd with underscores on Instagram. But Instagram was down today because of the Facebook outage, so I couldn't send you tracking. It's back up now. I just haven't had a chance to send you tracking. But I got your stuff sent out today, and I will send you tracking after the show. Hey, buddy. Buddy's down for $5. Thank you very much, buddy. Good luck tonight. I love it. Yeah, this one, I know what you're saying, Preston. This one is a little more family friendly. It's already probably kind of on the line there. So I decided to play something that I actually meant to a while ago. It was up for a special show that I did, and then I just forgot to take it down. So I figured I better fix that. I kind of keep going on the what I picked up. I think this cover is pretty cool. So I picked up a couple of these. I missed it on FOC, so I just grabbed a couple at cover price. And I people seem to be kind of resonating with this cover. This is Legacy 875, but it's Amazing Spider-Man 74 with the confusing numbering convention. I'm glad they at least include the Legacy, because I appreciate the, Action Comics 1000 kind of thing more than I do Action Comics number 17. Right on, SG. I really appreciate it, man. I did throw in a couple extra books for you too, a couple bonus books. One I know you'll enjoy, and one that I hope you enjoy. So, all the trolls, don't forget to dislike. Thanks a lot, Comic Journey. Appreciate your super chat, and good luck on the giveaway tonight. Okay, so just a couple things that took forever to come in that I'll kind of show off. First of which, you guys know I'm a big J. Scott Campbell fan. So this came in, had been a while in the making, but that's Spider-Gwen #1, J. Scott Campbell sketch variant. Very cool. Just got a killer deal on it, and grabbed it a while ago and finally came in. So that one is a very welcome addition to the collection. Okay, and now it's story time. Here's why I wanted to do this. So here's a story that many of you will cringe when I tell you the story, but I'm telling you to educate people that are not as smart as I am now after this experience. So if you guys know, speaking of Something Is Killing Children, I'm a big Something Is Killing Children fan. I was somebody who was kind of late to the party. I didn't think I would enjoy it. Turns out I really loved it. I started reading the trades on Comixology, and I fell in love with the story. So back in the day, because this was a long time ago, they announced a promo where if you bought Berserker 1 and Berserker 2, you could show the comic books or your receipts to participating real retailers and get your LCS is what they hoped, and get a copy of Something is Killing the Children, the 8th and final printing. And because Bad Idea was weird, sorry, not Bad Idea, but Boom was weird about, Bad Idea is also weird. Boom was weird about how that worked. And there were, you know, stores were saying they were getting allocated, or they couldn't order enough. All this stuff was going on. So I got really nervous and I was like, well, I want one of those. I just wanted one for me. And then I thought, oh God, well, they could be worth something, right? The FOMO started to kind of kick in. And I pre-ordered a 9.8 and I did it on eBay. And that is the important part of the story. Don't do that. It was a seller with a lot of high feedback. And somebody that, you know, at the time it seemed like a good idea to me. And of course that was kind of at the outset of CG starting to have kind of the backups that they've had. Right. So what I did is I made that pre-order, and a couple weeks ago, I started going like, God, what, that comic hasn't come. I got a CGC order back. I'm like, all right, well, I'll reach out to the seller, and I contacted him, and he said, oh, those just came in. I'll be sending them out, or no, sorry, those just got sent out. I'm expecting them any day, probably Monday. I will ship out as soon as I get them. Which, as somebody I talked to pointed out, that's like the oldest line in the book, right? Well, it's in the mail. It's in the mail. That's convenient, right? Like, I just reached out to you and you just got it. Well, I need to sincerely apologize to that seller, because he came through and he did send out my Something is Killing the Children 8th print, 9.8, the final print, which is, I think they call it the surprise variant. That's right. And so it's a gorgeous comic. I'm glad to have it. And I'm going to give that guy a shout out, because he's an awesome seller. Turns out he's actually not that far from me. You know, he's in the Northwest. He threw in a couple stickers. So I'll show one of those. Beartastic Finds. He's on IG. He admitted that it was a bad idea to sell CGC pre-sales. I started talking to him through IG. He admitted it was a bad idea to start selling them, and he stopped doing that. And he turned out to just be a really nice, cool guy. So we had a cool conversation. I'm connected with him on IG. If the timing had been right, I probably could have hooked up with him at Rose City Comic Con and said hi to him there, because he went to that. Basically, he just seems like a great dude. And he's the guy that sent this Something is Killing the Children prison as kind of like a you know, sorry it took so long, A-okay kind of a thing. And so that's part of the reason I'm including the prize, because I have several copies of that, and I think it's just like from a karma perspective, I kind of want to pay that forward. But while I'm talking about the Super Chat prizes, do you remember that I do have the John Boy Myers Batman 108 first full appearance of Miracle Molly, as well as some comics that Billy and K-Pop didn't want when they won last week. Because guys, if you didn't watch last week's live chat late night show, there was like this whole thing with a Thanos print that got torn in half. Call it the Revenge, the Snap, whatever you want to call it. Anyways, these are this week's Super Chat prizes. So it became a whole thing, and it became much more about that print than it did any of the comic books involved. So anyways, we're kind of paying for those prizes. So a really good set of Super Chat prizes tonight. Right now, somebody's going to win that John Boy Myers, which is, you know, a store exclusive. So that's going to be a good one. And obviously for a character that a lot of people think has some room to grow. And then, yeah, just the moral of the story there, if you didn't kind of catch what's going on with the eBay story, is that it had been long enough that I couldn't dispute the charge through eBay because the listing had been removed, because it had been after 90 days. Now, I still could have. I still could have through PayPal. I still could have through eBay. I probably would have gotten something out of it, but I didn't have to go there, because this guy was actually an upstanding eBay citizen and comic book community citizen. And I actually really recommend going and give him a follow. Beartastic Finds. You can find him on Instagram. Cool dude. So I appreciate that if you happen to be watching, and I'm happy to pay forward that one comic you sent. Hey, thanks. Appreciate it, Chancho. You can enter by doing any super chat if you want to. Up to you. It does help support the channel. Comic Journey says, Boom's feeding everyone's FOMO with There's Something That's Killing the Children series. They're doing the same with House of Slaughter, and people are going to get burned left and right pre-ordering the print runs. Going to be berserker levels. House of Slaughter is an interesting one. I actually got several of the preview, the free comic book day previews. Because I think that one may be the one that has the best chance of mattering with that. So I'm in a weird spot though, because I'm a fan of the series and I truly enjoy it. Like it's my favorite. Yeah, it's my favorite series that's kind of out there right now. And I'm looking forward to House of Slaughter, but yeah, the salient point there is that does need to be talked about, is the exclusives. And we're seeing this, we saw it with, we're seeing it with Venom 1. Right now, there's a ton of Venom 1 exclusives. We see it with all these bigger comics, these market, I mean, I'll be honest, the Miracle Molly, the Batman 108, there was a ton of retailer exclusives for that as well. Sorry, my ear is ringing, got tinnitus right now. So that's really kind of a weird feeling to keep talking when your ear's ringing. It's a real problem. It's a real problem, essentially. I think you're onto something there. I think the funny thing is, the important lesson is to always remember that the A cover always does best. Not always. It's not 100% of the time, because sometimes one of the exclusive covers has a new character on it, so that's their first cover appearance and it was a limited print run. But usually out of all those, like one of the exclusives pays off, because it's just super limited, or it was hard to get a 9.8, or people just love the cover. And you can never predict what that's going to be. Well, you can rarely predict what that's going to be. A lot of qualifiers here, but I just want to be honest. So yeah, it's pretty insane. So I would really recommend avoiding the exclusives unless you enjoy them. Of course, if you enjoy them, go nuts. Do what you want to do. Real Marvelous says, thanks for being cool about the slab return. Hope my AOK is made. Yes, they absolutely did. I sent you a reply. I'm pretty sure through email. I'll double check to make sure that actually got sent through okay, but I sent you a reply about your money coming back and everything. For anybody who's wondering what the hell I'm talking about, Real Marvelous bought a Edge of Spider-Verse 5th print from my comic book auction. There were some scuffs on the inner well, and he asked if he could return it. I was like, yeah, it's totally fine. So he sent it back, and hopefully that works out for both of us, because I have a feeling that thing's going to kind of shoot up again around Edge of Spider-Verse 2 times. So I might just hold on to that one this time around. But yeah, I did get your AOKs. I think it was a couple graphic novels and a couple early Copper Age comics, I want to say, like an Adam Warlock one. I think those comic covers are cool. I'm still going to read those. And then I'm probably going to do giveaways with the trades you sent in. So I do appreciate that. Yeah, exactly. Comic Journey. 100%. Yes. Yeah, I agree, Sid. It's going to be bad. But I mean, it's funny too, because a lot of people are saying that, but how many people are saying that about Venom 1 and it's just as bad? I think Venom 1 is going to be, oh shit, I'm about to get into this in a second. I think Venom 1 is going to be a great comic book. There's a really good chance there's going to be a key in there, but it's going to be the A cover that matters, or maybe the black cover, because people are going to get, sketches or whatever on there. You just realized he was on my t-shirt. Yeah, it's Kevin Smith. He says he has issues. I guess I shouldn't cover that with your quote here. So we went over this in a previous live show or whatever. Kevin Smith, first of all, you might think he ruined He-Man. I don't. I have faith that season 2 is probably going to be better. I did not mind what got put out in season 1. I just think that a lot of people were upset that He-Man wasn't in it more. That's fine. But I actually appreciated getting a chance to interact with the other characters a little bit more. I'm not really defending it because I don't think it was great television. And I'm also not defending Kevin Smith because I don't think he's done anything really good in a very long time. But I do genuinely appreciate Kevin Smith, the human being. and I do genuinely appreciate Kevin Smith, the creator from the 90s. And I actually enjoyed the Flash stuff he did, but yeah, that show's gone to shit now. So, but yeah, no, it won't be burning it anytime soon. It's actually my favorite comfy shirts, so I like it. Cool. I'm glad that all worked out for you, Real Marvelous. Okay, so kind of went through the stuff that I'd already picked up. Let's talk about some news, guys. I'll go going for about 28 minutes here. Yeah, okay, he killed Orko, but everyone thought he killed He-Man too, and that didn't turn out to be true. So I have faith Orko could come back. But I think Evelyn really shined in that show. You know, whether you enjoy it or not, Tila is a cool character. I enjoy Sarah Michelle Gellar in that show. Dude, if people haven't watched fucking He-Man by now, I don't care. Like, you're waiting to watch that? I don't get it. Hey K-pop, how's it going? Hey nerds, I love it. These are mostly Bronze Age nerds, but we got a couple Silver Age nerds in here. Probably, I know we got at least one Copper Age babe in here. Jack says, can't we give House of Slaughter a shot as just a horror comic? Something Has Killed the Children 20 was all plot, no filler. Yeah, I mean, just for talking just about House of Slaughter, I think it can definitely be good, but the point I think is for a lot of people is more the covers, the amount of covers they're doing. And I'm not a big fan of 1,000 variants. I'm not a big fan of 1,000 exclusives. Also, homages are just getting out of control too. That's a topic for another day, but there's just way too many homages these days. Tila or Evelyn? Yeah, you know, I have certain things that I feel pretty strongly about when they get adapted. Like, I have high hopes for the new Dune movie, but Dune's a big part of my childhood. Well, that's you know what, man, I actually respect what he has to say, so we're gonna appreciate all perspectives on this show, including yours. Nice, that's awesome, K-pop. Yeah, I got nothing against House of Slaughter or Something That's Killing Children, but it's just spec reasons, basically. That's true. Is it any good? I haven't watched it yet. I'm interested in checking it out, but I as much as I might be defending the last He-Man cartoon a little bit, I did get a little burnt out after watching it. But I am waiting for season 2. Yeah, Evelyn was awesome in that show. Pretty cool and pretty sexy as well. Hey Chris, how's it going? You joined us just in time as we're about ready to dive into some news. So let's switch over to nerd news. Yeah, exactly, man. And that's the thing is only buy what you like, and only buy, or if if you're speccing, buy what you think has spec value. But realize that so many variant covers like that. Like, when's the last time a variant, an exclusive variant paid off in a huge way? And then the A cover wasn't worth shit or something. So we're gonna switch into some nerd news. All right. Hopefully this works a little bit better than last time. Let me make sure I can still see my chat. Absolutely, please do. I'm not partaking right now, so please do it for me. Don't buy the covers. Yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely. Nobody should buy anything if they don't want to. I mean, I'm a person that regularly tells people they probably shouldn't buy stuff if they don't think it's got good spec value or something. Yeah, I totally agree. Boy, it seems like a lot of people are very happy about that. Okay, so moving on to the news. So Scarlett Johansson settled the lawsuit with Disney, or Disney settled the lawsuit with Scarlett Johansson, depending on how you look at it. People really have strong opinions, as they do with everything these days, obviously. So to me, the real crux of the story here is a couple things. First of all, I covered this on a Nerd News standalone segment a while ago, and what people mostly seemed to say was, to a large extent, that she's kind of after money here, and my argument with this is, if she had a contract with them, it should be honored. I fully admit I don't know the ins and outs of the legal proceedings here for whether or not there was something that made it so that Scarlett wasn't owed the money that she felt she was deserved. But I see this, to quote Hulk, as an absolute win for both parties. Because here's the thing, even though I think ultimately Scarlett Johansson probably wins a little bit more in this one, Disney's getting her back into the House of Mouse for future roles. Tower of Terror being the next one that she was originally attached to, and then that got kind of put on hold when the lawsuit came up, of course. And that's the thing, everybody was saying that Scarlett shot herself in the foot. You're not going to work for Disney ever again. Well, guess what? She is, and she got paid. The exact amount, as far as I've seen from everything, is kind of rumored to be about 40 million. The Hollywood accounting type way that they're probably going to end up doing that is it probably upped her contract fee for future projects is basically, what they're saying, which kind of makes sense. Doesn't really matter at the end of the day if she gets paid. And I think that this is important because actors, comic creators, writers, everybody needs to get taken care of by the companies they work for. We just talked about this with the Steve Ditko and the other estates of comic book creators suing Marvel, and then the countersuit. It's a slightly different situation, of course. It's a very different situation. But I do support creators getting paid for what they did. Now, I don't necessarily think those creators should have been paid more because they were on a for-hire basis. But I do think that in the future, going forward, and for current creators, that they should be paid better for the work that they're doing for everybody. Just checking in with chat here. Fail. Anyways, pretty much done with that story, unless anybody had anything that they wanted to add about it. But I thought it was interesting, kind of a follow-up to a previous story I covered, and obviously a big deal. And we had a lot of other actors chimed in around this too, because of their various, streaming releases, like, was it Jungle Cruise? I think Rock chimed in about that one. And it was kind of interesting seeing everything go around. All right, we got to talk about this, right? Venom 2 went $90 million from its opening number, the biggest film released in the pandemic era. Very, very mixed reviews. Critics hate it. Audiences seem to think it's good or okay. A lot of fans I've talked to actually did not seem to say that it was amazing. I heard very mixed opinions on it. Kind of, again, just checking in with chat here. Don't listen to anything I say. Yeah, Jack, whether we agree or don't agree, I think everybody should be able to buy what they want and not get trapped with FOMO and all that kind of stuff, unless they want to be. And if they want to be, that's up to them. But yeah, VH covers and glow-in-the-dark covers are pretty awesome. Speaking of something that's killing children, they had a pretty cool glow-in-the-dark cover too. Yeah, the VHS and DVD covers and stuff are awesome. Yeah, going back to that story real fast. Yes. And sorry, I do realize they have this weird, like, I tried something different. I know that the chat's overlaying in my little picture there, so forgive me. But yeah, the back and forth stuff was a little ugly. Like the comments that came out, I definitely thought that was a problem. I'm glad it's over. Okay, Colin Joe's haircuts ain't cheap got me, so I do appreciate that. Yeah, I heard it was more of this kind of like Transformers CGI creature fighting CGI creature kind of stuff. I haven't watched the film yet, full disclosure. We did get a couple of super chats. Buddy's in for another $5. I appreciate that, buddy. And looks like we got Jack coming in. Sorry to crash in the chat hot, but I'm buzzed and love Bronze Horror Comics. Thanks. Oh, dude, no problem. We like some people might have like just glanced over your comments. Like I'm gonna listen to what everybody's saying as long as you're respectful of others. You are welcome here, and welcome to disagree, and welcome to have your own opinions and hot takes. I appreciate all those things. Yeah, I can't agree with that, man. Scarlett Johansson was a major movie star before the MCU. So I respect your opinion, but I don't agree with it. Yeah, word of mouth isn't very strong. I will be interested to see what Venom does as well. The most diehard Venom fan I know, if you guys are familiar with Eddie's mullet in the community, Eddie's mullet obviously being a reference to Eddie Brock from the 90s. He loved it, and he's a giant Venom fan. Where I would think if a giant Venom fan hated it, and you know, somebody whose opinion I take seriously, I would definitely be more skeptical. But I guiltily enjoyed the first one. It's a terrible movie, but it kind of had me for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe I was hate watching it. I didn't like the ending of the movie. I did the whole like third act basically is what I mean by that. But this movie, I'm interested to watch it. I mean, I'll be honest. I'm primarily interested in watching this to see Woody Harrelson's performance as Cletus Cassidy, terrible wig and all. Yeah, that's kind of true, Sid. Like for me personally, I don't really think of her like exclusively as Black Widow. Just Lost in Translation is probably the first thing that comes to mind. Ghost World is definitely a close second. The creepy performance she had in, not creepy, but it was a creepy situation. Oh shit, the Coen Brothers movie. What the hell was that called with Billy Bob Thornton? Not The Man Who Wasn't There. Is that the movie I'm thinking of? Just a ton of other stuff. But I have been a Scarlett Johansson fan for a long time. If Copper Age Babe's watching, she knows. Yeah, I kind of agree with the Venom 2, most of it being seen in the trailers. It's modern trailers, 85% of them, it's like I try to avoid, but I get sucked in every time. But I really hate watching trailers that just are like a shortened version of the film, and that's most of them these days. Yeah, Eddie is great. Yeah, a lot of actors don't do their own stunts. And I don't think Tom Cruise is a better actor because he does his own stunts. But I mean, you know, it is kind of cool seeing the actor's face in certain shots. But we're getting better and better with like CGI imposing. The only time it really bugged me specifically to that point was, I think it was Age of Ultron. It was a little obvious. And that was, I believe, because she was pregnant at the time. And she obviously didn't want to do the stunts. And that's really the only one that's bothered me a lot. But God, was it Iron Man 2? She did a kick-ass job in that. And I mean, I don't know how much of that was a stunt double, but it still looked pretty cool. Scarlett's hot, so she can get away with it. If she looked like Danny DeVito, it might be a different story. Yeah. I'm a big ScarJo fan, so maybe that makes me weird. Why not sluts? Yes, the movie where he's a barber. Exactly. I'm pretty sure it's called The Man Who Wasn't There. You farts a lot. Would love to see some Turok franchises get rebooted. Yeah, I mean, I've kind of wondered about this. I don't actually own a copy, believe it or not. It's kind of weird to be a collector that doesn't own a copy, but I sort of want to like dig through there and kind of figure out what is the angle people are going to try to take, because you know somebody's going to be like, well, actually, you know, on one of the ads there's this character, and fucking hate that shit. That's pretty great though. But one other thing I was going to talk about. So spoilers coming up for the end credits scene of Venom 2. I haven't seen it. I won't get into super huge details. But you might want to tune out for the next 5-10 minutes. Yeah, I believe that, Jack. I believe that completely. But I am going to talk about Venom 2, so keep that in mind. It's stuff that's already been out there, like even talked about on shows, and I want to mention it. But again, I won't dive into it. It's something I've been saying for a while about what I thought Venom was and part of why it was getting delayed, and it relates to No Way Home. So that's what I will say. Okay, hopefully everybody had enough spoiler warning. So the mid-credit scene, I believe, is what all this refers to. Is mid-credits or end credits? It doesn't really fucking matter. Same difference. So basically at the end, when I said, hey, yeah, we're talking about No Way Home here, you could probably guess where I'm going. This is what I've been saying for a long time now, is that everyone's saying that this means there's going to be a crossover between the MCU and Venom. I don't necessarily think that's true, in as much that I feel like there's a really good chance that Spider-Man Tom Holland is maybe kind of moving to its own multiverse, its own universe, with the Sony stuff, and that they're going to allow maybe some carryover between the MCU and that particular franchise. But essentially, we know from the post-credit scene that Venom is going to be crossing over with Tom Holland's Spider-Man. That's what we know. That's what we can infer from that scene, because in that scene, again, I won't get super nitty-gritty on this. And last chance to kind of close your ears or turn mute down for a second. Basically, Eddie's relaxing with his symbiote, watching some telenovelas, and J. Jonah Jameson from the end of Homecoming, where he unmasks Peter Parker as Spider-Man, comes on the screen, and Venom licks the screen, which is creepy. And then Orko dies. Now this takes me, I'm pretty serious about that though, because Orko's my favorite character in He-Man. So that actually really did affect me. Okay. So are you a Venom fan, or you don't watch because you don't like Venom? I can read that both ways. Oh, there was a hot second, like Exo Manowar, kind of briefly took off for a second. It kind of reminded me of what you're talking about. I mean, oh my God. Because it was coming back or whatever, and everything was worth 10 times what it should have been at one point last year. Still, most of it still is. So anyways, that's kind of what happened. And then this is my favorite part of this. Spider-Man No Way Home. So anyone seen any good movies lately? That cracks me up. Basically we'll see if this actually proves to be anything. But I'm curious about what this could mean. I've been saying this is probably going to crossover for a while. I hope that Sony and Disney reach the kind of deal that we get all those characters to cross over, because if we're going to get a Sinister Six, which we are, I mean, that's the worst kept secret in the world now. If we're going to get Spider-Man universe that actually matters with Morbius and Venom and Carnage, maybe other spoilers about Venom that I'll choose to leave out. All these characters, maybe Blade could cross over to that universe. That'd be kind of fun with Morbius in there and all the implications there. Anyways, it'd be really cool to see all this kind of come together and to cross over with the MCU proper. I don't know that we're going to see it. A lot of people are saying, oh, he's coming to the MCU. I mean, they don't he could easily just cross over into his own Sony weirdness, which is my less preferable option, but it could also happen. It's October, Blade, Moon Knight, and Morbius. I love him. Werewolf by Night. Yeah, I think, you know, horror is so on the horizon with just what you're saying there. Blade, Moon Knight, and Morbius. We're getting so much horror soon. They're going to dive into the mystical. You got, you know, the Darkhold, Chthon, Scarlet Witch, Agatha, all this stuff. You know, it's all going to be one giant melting pot. As successful as Marvel is at this point, we're going to see all kinds of stuff. So I'm excited. Just brought some early Metal Men, so anytime DC wants to. Yep. Yeah, that would have been nice, right? I didn't love that song. Slots. It's not bad. It's not bad. I've liked some Eminem. I don't know. I like it when he speed raps these days, but a lot of his stuff is just not for me anymore. And I used to be a huge Eminem fan, so is Eminem and Carnage. Yes, exactly. The DC versus Vampires covers are awesome. I especially love that glow in the dark one too. I got one of those coming from Things from Their World. Kind of makes sense, right? I mean, you think about like Night of the Living Dead and stuff and its origins. Okay, so real fast, I'm going to kind of speed through the rest of the news, hopefully. Let's talk about some printing delays. I'm not going to get into like here's how long it was delayed. I think all this stuff's going to shift pretty quickly, actually. But basically, you're looking at paper shortages and labor problems. You're dealing with all this stuff going on. I don't like to talk about real world events on this channel, but basically all the just hit my keyboard. All the pandemic crap is kind of carrying over into comic books, the industry side of things in a very real way. Again, it's going to cause some problems. You know, supply chain problems are a real deal. Something I was talking about today on my video for Penguin, which I'll kind of tie into this. I can't say anything about it yet, but I did hear one potential positive update about the Penguin thing. If I can say more, I will, but I think there might be some hopeful news on the horizon. I got some other feelers out about some stuff too with a couple of the retailers to talk about that. You know, whether or not they can shift quickly to another type of shipping with all this stuff going on, it's just crazy. The actual printing itself, you know, now in jeopardy. It's sad. It's sad, guys. Like I don't want this stuff happening to my comic books. The comic book should be an escape. That's just kind of all I have to say about it. Like I don't want to talk about it because it's depressing to me, but it is news, and you guys are definitely down to talk about it, of course, and I will react to it. Yeah, exactly. Horror is a way of life, K-pop. I'm not the biggest horror fan, but I love horror themed stuff like oh god, Cabin in the Woods, which is horror, but it's like that self-aware horror. I love that kind of shit. Yep, packing and shipping problems too, absolutely. I haven't read that. I'll have to go check that out. You know what? Comic Journey, the eminent salesman here, has inspired me to show off the super chat prizes one more time here. So we got Something is Killing the Children 16, the Frizzen variant. If you guys want some horror, she's holding a bloody fucking blade. I don't know what else you want me to tell you. Guys, Something is Killing the Children. That's pretty dark. That's horror for you. That's October. And then we passed on the prizes from last week. We paid it forward. Got the King in Black temporary tattoo, the #1 variant, the Lashley spoiler variant for King in Black #1, and Planet of the Symbiotes 2 variant. Those are all paid forward from last week. And then the big prize this week, John Boy Myers, Batman 108, first full appearance of Miracle Molly, the minimalist variant, sexy ass cover. So if you guys are interested in going in for the super chat of that, that's the super chat prize. Preston's working on decreasing the odds here, so I'm going to get him down. Thank you, Preston. And I pledge to you guys that the more super chats we get on a week-to-week basis, the better the prizes I will make. Again, thank you, Billy. Yeah, hopefully there's some news on that front. Yeah, I mean that's I don't know. I don't know if you just stumbled on my channel, if you watch my video. That's essentially what I kind of themed it as, is Scarlet Witch saying no more 9/8. See, that's the trick. That's the trick. Hop goes the weasel. Yes, that would absolutely make the books that are in circulation rise in value if they're keys. Just taking the let's say Marvel, let's take the Penguin aspect of this. If you have a 9/8 and 10% of the, well, not even 5% of the Marvel books that are out there for that key are a 9/8, that's going to be interesting. Yeah, no shit. Absolutely. Yeah, that's true. The thing is, here's literally what I hate. I hate jump scares. Jump scares are the most ridiculous thing in the world to me. Give me a movie like It Follows or something without jump scares every time. He hasn't even super chatted yet, Preston, so I don't know. Okay, so that's I will take that as kind of the cue there. You know, Billy did I mentioned it in my video. Billy did a video about Penguin's shipping and kind of doing an unboxing live for everybody, which is really awesome. He did another one today for Diamond, and he's going to do another one for Lunar to kind of show everybody what's going on. I think it opens a lot of people's eyes to what really does happen in those shipments. And I appreciate him saying that. And so if he's saying that, there must be some good news on that front, and hopefully we get that soon. It's just been a bad day for Comic Journey. Dude, there you go. There you go. Well, now you know you can throw even more money for super chat prizes and throw electronic money at Blathering. That's definitely, there you go. I read some Casper when I was a kid. That was some scary shit. Exorcist is the funniest movie of all time. I haven't watched that in a really long time. That's fine, Billy. I understand. You're going to pass it forward. You win too often, as it turns out. Speaking of Billy, let's do some comic book unboxings, guys. So I've got two from Billy here. Those ones are going to be pretty quick. It's mostly, well, it's all new FOC stuff, so I'll just kind of go through it. You guys know what comes out. I'll show you what I'm getting. The first package I'm opening here is from one of my favorite sellers on Instagram, That Comic Book Guy. Had some cool stuff as usual. Most of the time I see his stuff and I'm like, shit, I missed out, because his stuff goes quick. If he posts something really cool, people jump on it. And I've missed a lot of deals. Also, you're naked, Billy. I think that means you have to super chat. Just for that knowledge. Okay, guys, I just got a message that my streaming software disconnected. Let me see if we're still live. It appears we're still live. Go ahead and give me a we can still see and hear you, Bronze, if you can still see and hear me. That's true, K-pop. I'm naked from the waist down, so good point. Like, I figure standard Zoom meeting rules apply, right? That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Okay, cool. I just got like some message that my streaming thing disconnected, so I was concerned. I think I just got like low bandwidth or something for a second there. This tape is not cooperating. He used painter's tape inside, but outside we still have packing tape. And you guys, you know how I feel about painter's tape, but still, he's a good seller. He does a really good job. Nothing has ever arrived damaged from him. And I think you guys will think this is pretty cool. It's worth it. At least one thing in here. One thing in here, I have a feeling this audience is going to like one thing in here. The rest of it, you're going to be like, that's stupid. It's been a long time since I've been called a beautiful bastard by anybody. Thank you, Jack. Okay, so item number one, you know, call this FOMO, call this early spec buy, but it was a good price. It was a fantastic price. First Nathaniel Richards, Fantastic Four, $273. You know, I got it for right at FMV, so I was okay with that. And it's a book that I've been meaning to pick up for a while. Like, I'd been hunting for it my last few times I went out, and I just wanted to have a copy. So Fantastic Four, $273. Definitely a good one to have with some Fantastic Four stuff coming. Like, I've already got a Fantastic Four annual number 6, and, you know, kind of picking up the family. This is kind of neat, guys. So this is a reprint of Sandman 8, the first appearance of Death. That Sandman 8 is ridiculous right now. So picked up that. I think that's a good one to have. Yeah, picked it up at a good price on that one too. This is the really cool one. This is the one I was the most excited about. It had been a while since I'd seen this anywhere, so I wanted to grab it. The Hobbit #1. I think that's cool. You don't see that very often. I don't see it very often. Maybe you guys go to your LCS and they have 16 copies. I don't know, but I don't see it very often. So I wanted to grab that, and I think that's a pretty cool little pickup. I'm starting to get a feel for you, Jack. It seemed pretentious. Not really. It just seems like, I mean, here's the other thing too. I'll say this about painter's tape. I got that package in from Jetpack, and they did the thing where they took one of those priority envelopes, and they put the comic books in it sideways, and then they folded it up, and then they put that in a Gemini mailer. Okay, first of all, and they arrived in good shape. I do want to say that, but first of all, that's not padding really. If the corner of the comic is still in the corner of that bag and board, that's not going to do much for it. Bubble wrap or extra boards to keep, like, go outside the corners of the comic book, that's padding I kind of prefer for my shipping and what I like to see. But here's the thing: if you're gonna fucking do that, you don't need to seal the fucking bag, because that tape sucks. That tape, it's glue or that adhesive, that shit really sticks. And like, trying to open that without like bending the comic books sucks. That's my opinion on that. Yeah, man. It's 1 p.m. there. Wow, you're in a different time zone. Yeah, I absolutely am glad I have that. Goddamn right. So let's open some comics from Billy over at Economics and Comics, guys. Jesus, these are 2 big orders. And one box is heavy as fuck. All right, guys, the F-bombs are freely flowing. The algorithm's already pissed off at me. So let's, you know, I'm going to get through this stuff. We're going to do the Super Chat prize. So if you do want to Super Chat and win the John Boy Myers and the Paid It Forward prizes, this is your opportunity to do so. You know, Billy, for his larger shipments, he does these Gemini mailers. I'm trying not to show my address this time. Gemini comic mailers. Kills me to turn it upside down like that, but I do it very gently. And it went through worse during shipping, so. And look, he puts padding in the top. Holy shit, it's like this guy professionally ships comics. He did a shipping stream, by the way, too. That's worth checking out if you like weird fucking experimental YouTube videos. So Spawn 322. That's crazy. I think this is one of those ones where the McFarlane cover wasn't out yet, and I just always get the McFarlane cover, or I mostly get the McFarlane cover. So I grabbed that one. Art Germ Inferno. Not the 1 in 100 I wish it was, but Jesus Christ. Plus, you know, it would have come back like a 9.0 or some shit. Had to grab that. That's awesome too. The Art Germ's better, but I liked that one. Got 2 of those. Fucking manila folder. Oh shit. Hey, what's up, Azor's Tiger? Always appreciate you popping in. All right, we got Miles Morales. Had to grab that one. You know, this new suit, I didn't like it at first, but it's kind of warming up on me a little bit. And again, I'll try to go through this stuff fairly quickly, guys. I'm glad you popped in, man. I was talking to Azor's Tiger, but if you think I was talking to you, then that's fine. 2 copies of number 20. So I'll get to read it and see the all plot, no filler that we were talking about earlier. That's my favorite cover for that one. But to keep it consistent, for recently, what I've kind of been doing is 2 and 2. 1 to hold, 1 to sell later on, right? The Extreme Carnage, Scotty Young. I just thought that was cool. I like some Scotty Young. I actually, my favorite comic of his I own is either X Babies number 1, the variant that has like the Cyclops cover and everything, or Amazing Spider-Man 611, the Deadpool cover. But that's a pretty cool one. His modern stuff's all kind of samey to me. Sword, the Dotterman multiple costume variant. I like those too. Guys, it's my booty cover of the week. Deja Thoris versus John Carter of Mars. Yes, if you're new to the channel, I do a booty cover of the week. You can feel however you want about that, but that's part of what I do because I am a booty fan, and big tatas get all the love in comic books, and that's fine. I like big tatas too, but that's what really gets me going, man. Linsner, you're great. Linsner and Perillo booty covers, so good. But I'm also a sucker for trading card variants, so grab that as well. And then last but not least, I love this too, the fake moon landing Department of Truth cover. That's kick-ass. Preston, I gotta save the booty cover for the end, so you stick around. Yeah, Azor's the sword cover. I have the Psylocke one. The first one was a Rogue one, and it was like a 1 in 25 or something, and it ended up on like Comical Thomas's list or something. And yeah, I mean, that one just became kind of impossible. Maybe it's gone down in price because most of the stuff that ends up on that list, which really comes from another place anyway, so I don't know why I called it his list. I don't know. I did. Usually it drops back down, so maybe that's dropped back down to where people can afford it. But I've got that one, Psylocke one. There's one other one I grabbed too that's escaping my memory at the moment. Oh hell yeah, that's a cool cover. Another ASM 875, the Gleason cover. I like that. So obviously this is a different order. See, he knows. No, I know what these are. These are usually things he sets aside from another order. And these were ratios. So I'm checking the condition. These are Gun Honey ratios. The regular ones of these came on shit paper, guys. But that's the Sienkiewicz 1 in 10 Gun Honey. And I wanted a couple of those, so. Oh, hey, SG in the super chat. Thanks a lot, SG. I appreciate it. That is awesome, sir. Thank you. Good luck on the super chat prize tonight. Guys, there is still some time to get in on the super chat prize. I won't show everything off again, but the main prize is the John Boy Myers Batman 108. You also get some King in Black comics, a couple of which were donated by DangerousWatersComics.com. which, by the way, you can get 10% off using the code Bronze10. And then there's also a Something Is Killing the Children 16 Frizzen variant. So part of getting the part of getting the Gun Honey ratios was buying some Gun Honey comics. And you guys saw the Virgin covers earlier. Again, I do appreciate that, SG. I mostly appreciate it because we're foiling Comic Journey's chance of winning. And that's a secret evil plan. So the Hughes trade dress, also great. I don't know. I don't love this cover, but I think a lot of people probably do. There's something that's a little cocaine cowgirl about it to me, I guess, or something. It's, you know, it's a contender, guys. It's a contender for booty cover of the week. It's a little thicker. I got to apply the science to this. She's holding a gun. She's wet. I think I still got to go with the Lensner. I got to go with the Lensner Deja Booty. Kind of roll through the last Gun Honey covers here. And then kind of looks familiar, right? Oh, Azor's Tiger in for $5. Good luck, sir. Good luck, sir. I just love seeing every time that somebody super chats Comic Journey coming back in. You know what this means, Comic Journey? It means you have to keep going. Just kidding. Just kidding. That's so funny. I wrote down Comic Journey. I almost gave away Azor's Tiger's excellent entry, but no, I caught myself. I get that problem. If I'm saying something and I'm writing, I usually write down what I'm saying. Frizzen Catwoman cover is absolutely great as well. Very cool. But yeah, that Gun Honey, that stuff came on shit paper. So it's unfortunate to see that. God dang, we might have some other contenders for booty cover here. I might have crowned a winner too soon. Couple more trading card variants. It's too bad these don't connect in the same way that the Heroes Reborn ones did, but a couple of the Doctor Strange. Jeez, guys. I don't know. I may have spoken too soon. I don't know if that one doesn't compete, though. It's still good, but it doesn't compete. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Sweet Paprika, what are you doing? Oh, no. Oh, no, I forgot. I forgot, guys. This is going to be... I'm in heaven and hell at the same time. Boy. That's in the running here. Oof. I forgot what was in this order. Shit. I can't even tell you which one's the better. Oh, I think it's the Perio. Guys, this is tough. This is tough. I would have had to do a really, really thorough review back in the old days when I recorded this ahead of time. All right, this one just has boobs on it, so you know that's fine. I don't have to worry about that one being in the running. Oh shit, I can't remember because I know there's some weird thing with this Eat the Rich. Is this actually Eat the Rich 1 or is this Eat the Rich 2? I'm not gonna open it up, but there's something where like 2 has the same cover as 1 or 2 says 1. I can't remember. I think this is number 2. Sweet ass G.I. Joe Snake Eyes cover. So glad I got that. That's just like the movie style intro. God, Cobra! Fucking love that. Captain America design variant for one of the new Captain Americas. I'm not reading that storyline, so I'm not up with which Captain America is which. But I know there's a lot of them, and I tend to get those. King Spawn number 2. It's a badass cover. That's badass. Capital Bleeding, definitely very poignant. Again, I'm avoiding politics. Guys, it's Batman Secret Files Miracle Molly number 1. If you're up on your key collector, you're supposed to buy this for too much money. Now, they really said the 1 in 25. And not go after her first appearance, which would always be worth more money. So I don't understand why the hell they said that. Anyways, speaking of my top 5 not to buy. I don't know, Jack, I don't know. Booty Shorts Paprika, really? Yeah, I do too. Oh shit. Comic Journey back in. I'm reading the chat backwards. He's back in, guys. The war has begun for Miracle Molly and Something is Killing Children. So I'm a former Oregonian. I'm in Washington. See, there's only one way we can prove him wrong, guys. I'm just kidding, guys. I seriously appreciate the super chats. You guys don't know how much that keeps me going right now. So I do appreciate that. There's a kick-ass Death of Doctor Strange number 1 cover. Love that. We're almost to the end of the pile here. Onslaught Revelation. So Preston says Deja Booty with Gun Honey is a close second. I will probably rip out all, and I got 2 copies of that. I will probably get out all the booty covers here again. We'll have to run it through the science. So I got 2 of these, and I believe I just heard from through the grapevine that my A cover showed up late and then was not in good condition or something along those lines. And yeah, I agreed to let it get refunded. So I'll be in the market for an A cover for that X-Men number 3. X-Men Legends number 7. I'll have to look. Was there an action figure variant for this one? I think I would have gotten that, but maybe none of this is me saying Billy didn't get me on the orders. A lot of what happens is something comes damaged, which, you know, if you guys watch this video today, you'll see so much stuff comes damaged, and he just ships the damaged stuff later. So I get a little mixed up on what's coming from which order. I usually look at the invoices after I'm done filming, but basically Jubilee and Wolverine covers, which I always love the Jubilee Wolverine stuff from the comics. Because some of my first Wolverine comics I got were kind of when she was palling around with Wolverine. Oh, we got Jack coming back in for $5. Jeez, you guys are awesome. I really appreciate it. The thing I appreciate the most is that we're making Comic Journey sweat. So Ralph coming in hot. Hey, Bronze, good job, loving the show. Just subscribed. Oh, that's great. Thank you very much, man. Hi to everybody out there. Don't ever tell me the odds. I love it. It comes with a Star Wars quote and everything. Well, welcome to the show. Welcome to the channel, Ralph. We do these live shows every Monday. They're getting more and more fun as I get more and more comfortable with them. Hopefully you guys agree. Right now we're trying to decide what the booty cover of the week is. I mean, it doesn't get much more fun than that. We go over all the news. We do unboxings. And then of course I, you know, go over all the stuff I get too, which is what we're doing now. So how does it work? If I'd like to send so basically I do a random number generator at the end, and whatever number it lands on, like right now we'd be at a 55. And if 55 won, then Ralph would be the winner. Preston was number 1. And if number 1 was the winner, Preston would be the winner. So whatever amount you guys donated corresponds to a random number generator spot. That makes sense. It doesn't when we do it in a second. It will when we do it in a second. See, he doesn't know it's in the super chat, which is probably his way to say I should show it again. But it is John Boy Myers Miracle Molly, Batman 108 number 1, first full Miracle Molly. We can, but it starts at $50. I love this shirt, bro. I appreciate Preston, but you gotta stick around because I need the tiebreaker, man. So let me dig through all my comics here and get to the booty ones, the ones that matter. None of this spec shit. Oh God, Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes should be booty cover of the week. No, wait, that's wrong. Okay. So we got one candidate, two candidates, three candidates. I'm telling you, Preston, I'm telling you, you're gonna want to stick around and be involved in the science here. I think that was Jack's winner right there. Yes, Azores, definitely. I am a collector of booty covers. There's actually quite a few I'm looking for right now. Oh boy, I'm looking for, there's that Electra one from like 2000. I can't remember, like 2006, 2010, somewhere in there. The Sienkiewicz cover, I don't know why I can't say that tonight. That I think is really awesome. There's a Adam Hughes Legionnaires cover, like Legionnaires #6 or whatever, that I'm looking for. Kind of looking for some of the older booty covers I missed. Snifter of Death. Okay. And then, so the one that started it all. So I've got to make a decision here. God damn, we come back to Deja Booty and it's just pow, boom, boom, pow. Gun Honey is a strong contender. Sweet Paprika, the Andolfo cover. I'm gonna kick out this cover. Nothing wrong with it. It's respectable. And then the Barbarellas. Now, the hard part for me is even picking which Barbarella cover to move forward. I don't know. The second Barbarella. The Perio? I mean, I know, but she's just got it sticking out there, man. That arch is killer. Or, God, I wish I could remember the artist on that one. This is one of those things. I have a hard time remembering artist names. It's going to kill me. Number one. Yeah, that's a little too much. I think I have to go with the Perio on this one. So Perio's moving forward. So hopefully that's the one you guys agreed with. But I mean, at the end of the day, we are talking about an expert opinion here. Sweet Paprika is pretty cool. And it's really, if you look at it, it's a double booty, guys. Double booty. Boy. It's a great booty, but at the same time, her face is a little simplistic. So I might kick that one out. All right. So we're going for the trifecta here. Oh, shit. What are the, I actually just got monetized kind of recently. I'm always curious about what the ads are. Like I have YouTube Premium too. So whenever I watch YouTube, I don't get to see the ads. Darn. Okay, Linsner is actually the original booty cover of the week is not going to make it. We're down to these two guys. You know what? He's one of the reigning champions. Reigning champion. Perio. Barbarella #3. And your booty cover of the week. So there you go, guys. Painstaking choice. You saw a medicine ad? So I didn't even know that it could do ads in the middle of a live show. I thought that was only on the rewatch. That's true. That's true. On the Barbarella? Or yeah. Holy shit. Well, I mean that's like one of those like targeted marketing ads, right? Like they know your ad profile, so that's what they show you, right, Comic? Sorry, Jack. I respect it. It'll have to settle for the silver medal. It's kind of weird though, because the bronze medal is actually the winner because I'm the Bronze Age nerd. So gold would actually be third place. All right, guys. So we're gonna do the super chat prize and we're gonna get out of here. As always, any questions you have, you can always ask in the chat. You can always message me through Instagram. You can always message me through my YouTube, through the email, or on my videos. However you want to do it, I'm here for you. I just want to let you know that. Last chance to super chat. I'm gonna bring up the random number generator here in a second. And I'm seriously blown away by all of you that did super chat. I genuinely appreciate that. That really does help me a lot. So I appreciate it very much. Start moving into like slabs and stuff if we keep getting this level of participation. So it's going to get better and better. Promise. So I decided a while ago, my beer's starting to get fluffy. I decided a while ago that I'm going to do 3 generates, and that's going to be your winner. Jack's making his case for paprika still. That's true. That's probably why I see so many of them. You're right. I don't know. It's so weird. It's weird that everybody stopped super chatting. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I do take video suggestions, things you guys want to see. I take it pretty seriously. So that's kind of where I was going with the contact me kind of stuff. But we will get to the winner here in a second. I'm basically, since I read that message, I'm kind of giving letting a few seconds go by for lag in case anybody does super chat, because it would suck to see somebody super chat and then have grabbed the winner, so to speak. Oh, it just occurred to me that is not fully on the screen. See if we can kind of, there we go. So what I'll do is I'll basically, since we're at $55, that's a typo, $55, we will hit generate 3 times. The number that comes up in this spot, I don't know why I'm pointing to a screen you guys can't see, will be the winner. Best of luck to everybody. Okay, no new super chats came through, so we will go ahead and roll the dice on that 3 times. Good luck to everybody. Hope you're the winner of those comic books. If you are the winner, hit me up after the show through IG or through my email on my page, and I can get shipping information from you and send these out probably tomorrow. So good luck. 1, 2, 3, 52. 52, we were just talking about you, buddy. 52 is Ralph. Ralph, you won, man. So you're a new subscriber. You just super chatted for the first time. You made Comic Journey commit Harry Carey probably because he was so upset he didn't win. But congratulations to you. That's awesome. I'm so glad that you won. I will ship out those comic books with care to you here probably tomorrow. Like I said, hit me up and I will get that information. Get the information from you for the shipping. And that's awesome. Congratulations, dude. Okay, guys. I appreciate everybody for watching the show. I do need to sign off here and go about my life and start prepping and making other videos for you guys and all that stuff. But I do appreciate you spending some time with us tonight here on the stream. We'll see you back next week for another show. I should have some other videos coming out this week. One of them will probably be a DC signing event, CGC unboxing. Believe it or not, they shipped some comics back to me for once. And then we'll see what else happens this week. Maybe another top 5 not to buy, maybe something related to the Penguin thing. We'll see. All kinds of stuff are possible. Yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. I want to remind you guys, as always, hey, 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 hey. Read comics every day. Have a good night. Have a good week. I'll catch you all in the next one.